Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We should be at the point where we're about to enter the labyrinth. Don't think we're 100% there yet. I think we've got a little bit left to do before we get in there. But with any luck, we will be there today. Really not sure why it keeps jumping to games and demos, but it does, so we fix it and we move on. Oh, gamer's fun. Hey. Is that weird? Talk about other people that are streaming while we're streaming. I don't know. I recommend people going over to say hi to him. He's a really good guy. Alright. Continue. Yeah. I'm not sure if the dolls are limited to each chapter, so if we lose it, we lose it, but... Oh yeah, I forgot about you.
It's about time.
Hey, wait! You said I had 3 hours, huh? My watch says I still got 5 minutes!
You need to get your watch repaired. Oh dear. The watchmaker is currently detained as a suspect. Just throw away that piece of trash then.
Oh, that's true. The watchmaker is the suspect in the Nailman murders.
Besides, you're out of time anyway. Take him away.
Wait! Oh, Yuma! I knew you'd save me!
No, you didn't. You thought Hilara would save you.
And you are.
I was the one investigating the Nailman murders.
Oh, I see. So, you're the one who interfered with our work at the clock tower.
Wouldn't really call it work.
Well, I will honor your courage for confessing and turn a blind eye to that incident.
Oh, that's nice of you. Thank you.
You must drop this case. If you do, we will leave without pursuing any further action. That'd be the ideal solution for all of us. What do you say?
Technically we can, because we go into the labyrinth and we're not exactly pursuing the case. We're solving it, but basically we're ending it because the real purple traitor will be dead, so... Yes, we said purple. Technically, yeah, we're
Yuma,
I'm okay with that.
Think carefully about this. Solving the case is good and all, but think about my well-being. Please?
Dropping the case would end this peacefully.
He kind of has the same look as, I can't believe I don't remember his name, the ultimate lucky student from 2.
Please! Get my dad back from them! Please.
Oh, right. If we say we drop the case, pretty much his dad is
You may be a trainee, but you are still a detective. Once
left
you've
out
accepted a
all
job,
over the place.
you must finish it.
Yeah, we can't.
I can't back down now. The Nailman killings haven't been solved yet. I will find the truth.
Huh?
Oh, you've said it now. There's no pulling out of this one anymore.
Then our deal is off. He comes with us. This is for directly interfering with our work and bringing strife to Kanai Ward.
But...
Please, wait, before you go. Please listen to what I've discovered while investigating the past Nailman killings.
You investigated the previous killings.
Yeah.
We handle all the information for those cases. Now that they're closed, there's nothing left at the crime scenes. I have
True.
no time for your lies.
The Peacekeeper report didn't say anything about the cause of death. All of the victims were strangled to death, weren't they? I suspect this fact hasn't been made public.
How did you know that?
Magic.
So the cause of death was kept under wraps. I hope you see now. My investigation is legitimate. Please, let me continue. I will catch the true culprit.
I don't know where you obtained that information. However, it appears that you must be arrested as well.
Huh?
You are suspected of espionage. I believe an interrogation is in order. Take him away.
What? Wait, please listen to me!
And
You almost had it, but got too carried away, rookie.
Worry not. When you're in trouble, say
hey, I was about to say, Halara's coming to save the
Our
day.
nightmare shall rush to your aid.
That's right!
Halara! Please help! Halara Nightmare!
And
It
Kung Fu
appears
time.
you require the aid of a great detective.
Kung Fu time. That was a nice kick.
Laura, you came for me!
Yeah, as I said I would.
Oh, yeah, she didn't drop her
You
supper.
committed acts of violence against the Amaterasu Corporation peacekeepers. Not once, but twice.
Sorry. I promised to give him a stern lecture after this. Can we please keep things on the down low? Mr. Sam, are you alright?
Who do you think we are? In this town, we're...
Nothing.
You are nothing but an audience. The resolution is premiering now. The leading role belongs not to you or me, but to you.
Me? I'm the lead guy here?
I've set the stage for you to solve the case. The time has come for you to risk it all as a detective. Expose the true culprit.
Yep, let's go into the labyrinth. So, before we do all this,
What's
pretty
going on?
sure it's the priest, that guy. All of the others have suspicion.
I don't know why I was brought here. Can I go home?
But pretty sure it's the
So
priest.
that's what you meant about setting the stage. I mean, Halara did suggest the real killer was among the people of the church.
Uh-huh.
Now I have to point them out here?
Hey,
So let's see
Yuma,
if I get two
Sure
right
you got this?
before the case,
Really?
before we actually
There's
get
no room
into
to
it.
mess up here, you know?
Because I got the first one right. I solved that one on the train before it actually came down to it.
I haven't gathered my thoughts yet. It's not like I can just ask for more time here.
Yeah, I don't think so. Halara seems to know the answer already, so why don't you just pay up for it?
But that would waste all of Halara's efforts setting the
Yeah.
stage for me.
Huh. So
Wouldn't
you
be
wanna
as
solve
dramatic.
this all on your own.
Come on, Shinigami,
You
let's
can't ask Halara for help. Why don't you try asking me instead?
go to the
I
labyrinth.
mean, the mystery labyrinth?
The peacekeepers aren't just gonna stand by and listen to your deduction here. Things are just gonna escalate, and it might even end up with more deaths.
True.
And that's where yours truly comes in. We have the information we need from the investigation. All that's left is to solve the case with the mystery labyrinth.
Hope I remember how to do the
If
labyrinth.
I do that,
There's always a price to pay.
Yeah, the killer will
When I
die.
read the soul of the true culprit, the mystery labyrinth created by the culprit is destroyed. But as a price, the source that created the mystery labyrinth also perishes.
which means The real culprit will die.
Huh? This killer's a total psycho who's already killed many others. Why do you care so much? Do you want to solve this case, Master?
And technically the
What about
first
your promise
one
to that kid?
was an assassin, right?
What's wrong, Yuma? If you don't hurry, the Peacekeepers will wake up.
What is this nonsense about a resolution? I don't have time for this.
His voice is very familiar, too. I actually like Seth. He's kind of a pompous windbag, but his design is really cool.
I will make you listen, by force if needed. That is my job as assistant.
Well, you better hurry, or things will start getting bloody around here.
Fine.
Here we go.
That's the spirit. Well, Master, are you mentally and physically prepared?
It stops time, right? I forgot about this. Here's hoping this doesn't end up as our thumbnail for the next one.
What?
Can you see Shinigami? How is that possible? Halara?
What's this? Has time stopped?
How are you not affected?
Halara, how are you moving right now?
Yuma, what happened? Is this someone's forte?
Technically speaking?
Shinigami, Halara's in here too.
Not so.
You knew this would happen?
Master, you used your coalescence, remember? Your ability isn't like some one-way street. You have the power to borrow someone's abilities, and you share yours as well.
That
Halara
makes sense.
Here ended up wandering into the mystery labyrinth because of that effect, I think.
You're not even sure?
Who are you?
This'll take too long to explain, plus I don't feel like it. So I'll leave that all over the master! The rabbit hole we go!
That was unexpected. Technically speaking, didn't we use our coalescence on... Well, all of them in the train. But they were dead, so I guess that's why they didn't enter the labyrinth. So I guess that makes sense. I forgot how weird this place was. It's cool, but still very weird. Wait, are we chained to Halara now? Oh, please tell me we're not laying on top of Halara.
Where am I?
The Soul Realm. For lack of a better term.
What should I do? I'll need to explain everything, won't I?
Technically, does this count as the breach of
We
contract?
don't have much of a choice now. No point in keeping secrets here.
Halara? Let me explain.
Thank you.
And that's how this mystery labyrinth involving the Nailman killings materialized.
I see. So mystery labyrinths are materialization of mysteries themselves, and the truth is encased deep within.
Basically.
I appear to have underestimated you. This is an amazing forte. I must admit, it's quite a superhuman power. As far as I know, no other ability comes close to this. Who are you? I refuse to think you're just a trainee detective.
Yeah, still amnesia. Still don't know.
To be honest, this isn't my ability.
Before you continue, tell me, who is that woman beside you?
Death God, Shinigami.
Her name is Shinigami. I think the simplest way to describe her is that she's a guide for the Mystery Labyrinth.
That's me! I'm also Master Scary Cute Mentor.
On to my next question.
You're just gonna ignore me?
Well, yeah.
You mentioned the Nailman case just now. I had heard the rumors about that around town. Why are you investigating that case?
Huh? What are you talking about? We were just investigating the Nailman case together.
The Nailman. We were pursuing that case
Uh-oh.
together?
You don't remember? There was a young boy who wanted to hire a detective and you turned him down.
I do remember you received a request from a child about some case, and you ended up seeking my help. The cost for hiring me was 5,500,800 Yen.
That you remember.
You remember the exact amount.
But I can't remember what the case involved. I do vaguely recall investigating something.
This is...
My mind is clouded. I don't remember exactly what was being investigated or what was discovered.
Could that be?
Yeah, it's because of the Mystery Labyrinth. The Mystery Labyrinth is a fortress protecting the truth, so outsiders usually can't reach it. If someone did happen to wander in, their memories of the case would be locked away. Though, if you have a pact with me, you wouldn't be affected. But I guess that part of the pact can't be shared.
This is the Mystery Labyrinth's defense mechanism, then.
Basically.
It makes sense for a vault that protects its treasure, the truth, to have a significant level of security.
Agreed.
Yep, totally not strange at all. Halara here sure is smart.
Halara.
Oh, don't mind her. She gives people random nicknames.
Anyway, since my memories of the case have been taken away, I will provide a supporting role for your investigation.
Supporting role?
As long as we're in here, I will act as your assistant. Well, that's the same as our original agreement.
It is.
That means we can't rely on Halara's detective skills to blast through this dungeon.
Very true.
That's unfortunate, but
No,
it's still nice to have an ally.
Good, because then it would just be over too
Hey,
quickly.
Master, before we head into the Mystery Labyrinth,
Uh-huh.
let's do that thing.
What
Huh?
thing?
What thing?
Master, are you ready to give your life for the truth?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, that's right. She's got to throw the keys at us. I forgot all about that part. Oh, wait, the Sword of Truth. I forgot about that, too.
Well, this world is just full of surprises. I assume that sword is used to cut down enemies interfering with your progress through the Mystery Labyrinth.
Sort of.
You're right. It's a special sword that can interact with things here.
I better materialize the solution keys I got during the investigation, too.
And there it is.
That was a lot. Here you go.
Do you have to vomit them out every time?
So far, yeah.
What? Should I use a different hole instead?
No.
Sorry, please, don't mind her.
Alright, we're all set. Now, let's riddle this mystery labyrinth. Our target is the true culprit who preys on the truth.
100% I'm almost guaranteeing it's the priest. And his reason will be...
I understand that progressing through this mystery labyrinth will allow us to obtain the truth.
He's protecting what he's gonna think of as good people? Because everybody who's been a victim so far has had some sort of evil kind of not good thrown at them.
But what happens to us if we can't find it?
We die.
We'd be lost, wandering around here forever.
But as long as we reach the truth, it doesn't matter how much time we spend here.
Oh, I forgot to mention this, but there's a time limit for solving the mystery labyrinth.
There wasn't for the first one. Oh, because it was a tutorial.
There's a limit to how long you can stay in here. Stick around too long and your soul will leave your body behind.
Oh, good to know.
Your soul will wander until it's eventually absorbed by the mystery labyrinth, and you vanish entirely.
Good to know.
In other words, you die.
Why are you laughing? You should have told me this a long time ago!
Oh, relax. Quit whining. A detective is bound to die anyway. Isn't that right, Helora?
It's no different from our usual line of work. A detective's life is always on the line.
See? Listen up, Master. You might learn something.
You're taking this awfully well, Helora.
Are we going? We're going. Oh, I guess I should have been walking the whole time. Alright, we're at the first door.
What's this?
I don't know.
They seem to represent the 4 crime scenes.
That makes
I
sense.
assume that solving all 4 will allow us to progress.
Right.
Oh, I see.
Again, I need to get a new charger.
You see? Master, this is your job. So what's first? How about starting with the clock tower, since it was the first one you investigated?
If the numbers are set chronologically, then the clock tower would be the 4th locked room mystery.
Correct. Alright, so apparently...
Are you going to the 4th locked room?
Yes. Only because they recommended it. Otherwise, I would have done them in order of 1, 2, 3, 4. This one should be fairly simple.
This is an exact replica of the clock tower crime scene. Shinigami, you didn't recreate it with your powers, did you?
No, I can only do that when I hit you so hard in the head you almost died. Looks to me like the crime scene materialized in the labyrinth on its own.
The 4th locked room is the latest chronologically, correct?
That's right. And this is also what got me involved in the Nailman killings.
What are the details of the case? Try to tell me as concisely as possible.
The crime was a locked room murder inside the storage room of a clock tower. In the middle of the room was a woman's corpse covered in countless nails.
Right, we don't really know too much
Which
about the
means
woman.
That's the corpse.
Yes.
Yeah, there were also lots of dolls nailed to the walls. It looked just like one of those bizarre crime scenes left behind by that Nailman guy from the urban legend.
Oh no. Throwing out a theory. What if each of the killings was done by a different member of the church?
And the Nailman killings. From the look of it, the door was locked from the inside.
Yeah, it was locked until the body was discovered.
There's only one window, and its shutters were down as well. I see. So the shutters were locked too.
This is the 3rd floor of the clock tower. It's too high up to jump from here.
So it really is a locked room mystery.
No, we already solved it.
Hey! If this is a locked room, aren't we stuck in here too? Oh no! Master! We're trapped unless you solve this mystery! Otherwise, you'll run out of time and your soul gets snuffed out! You better hurry!
Hey!
Oh, are you doing this? Where did the culprit flee
I
from?
see. So that's how to make the questions appear.
I'm surprised you're so calm after seeing that.
Flee from. There. What?
Where did the culprit go after the murder took place?
You can figure it out if you give it some thought.
Yeah, to the window.
Here!
But it wasn't lit up.
It has to be here!
Yeah.
The culprit must have escaped through the window.
And your reasoning?
When I arrived at the scene, the window shutters were closed.
Uh-huh.
It was wet underneath the window, but I could tell it was already starting to dry.
Which means the window was open not too long ago.
Correct.
It's likely the culprit escaped through the window and closed the shutters on the way out.
Is it possible to close the shutters from the outside?
No, but when it drops, it auto-locks.
Yes. This style of shutter automatically locks, so if you let go of the shutters at the right height, its momentum pulls it down. And once down, it locks all on its own. In other words, the culprit held up the shutters while moving outside. Once they let go, it automatically locked.
In that case, let's try leaving this locked room in the same way.
Right. Let's try it.
But... Oh! I was about to say, who are you? But that's Seth.
The Nailman killings have already been solved.
Is he that peacekeeper?
Why is he a punk rocker?
It's a mystery phantom! The people covering up the case in the real world are manifested like that here to stop us!
You think the culprit really escaped from here, this high up? If you fall, you die. Why don't you give it a try?
Help!
Hey, don't drag me down with you!
We can't leave a guest behind, Hallara! It would be downright unmannerly!
It's a nice excuse.
So simple!
Oh, wait. Press the corresponding button when you think you have the correct answer to answer the mystery phantom. Attacks are going to keep coming, but be careful. You take damage if you avoid... Wait, do I have to move as well? Or do I just hit the... Okay. I guess we'll see what happens.
Yuma, the mystery labyrinth is a manifestation of a mystery. So solving it will get us out of this, right?
I think so!
The culprit wouldn't have fallen out of the window like we did. They would need a tool to get up and down.
The rope.
A tool?
You should have found something during the investigation. I was helping you, after all. You must have seen the answer with your own eyes. Try to
But you
remember.
weren't here for this part.
Master, concentrate!
What did the culprit use to escape from the high location?
Must be it!
it. We found the burnt remains of that rope in the incinerator at the church. The culprit had used that rope to escape through the window.
Yes. What traces? No!
Dodge it!
I didn't mean to hit the button. What traces did using the rope leave behind? Not wet floor. No. Yeah, the marks on the dolls.
The nail that was stuck in the doll under the window had some rub marks on it. The culprit must have tied the rope there. That's why those nails have been hammered in below the window.
It wouldn't be possible to climb down a rope simply hooked onto a window, unless you've had special training for it. There's no way an amateur could manage it. That can't be how things went down.
In that case, it couldn't have been an ordinary rope. It must have been...
It must have been...
That? I can't hear you!
What were the rope's burnt remains original?
Don't worry, I'm right here with you. In spirit.
There's no way
Oh.
I can dodge it!
I didn't realize pressing that would...
It wouldn't be possible to climb down a rope simply hooked onto a window.
Yeah, we're
Unless you've had
fighting
special
Seth right
training
now.
for it.
Hello, Britta.
There's no way an amateur could manage it. That can't be how things went down.
We know the answer, we just didn't realize that pressing that button would cause any...
In that case, it
Oopses.
couldn't have been an ordinary rope. It must have been...
What's that? I can't hear you!
Don't worry, I'm right here with you. In spirit anyway.
Actually not so sure.
There's no way I can dodge it!
No, we were wrong. I knew it was rope ladder, but for some reason I decided to say that anyway.
Hooked onto a window. Unless you've had special training for it.
Stop talking, Seth.
There's no way an amateur could manage it. That can't be how things went down.
In that case, it couldn't have been an ordinary rope. It must have been...
What's that? I can't hear you!
Because it was hooked on the two dolls, it was a ladder. We knew that.
Don't worry, I'm right here with you. In spirit anyway.
Not sure why there were lasers. But okay.
Ow. We're alive, I think.
Yuma, are you okay?
Yeah, thanks. You saved me, Halara.
Correct. It's all thanks to me. Money well spent, no?
But you weren't here for this part of the investigation.
Well, it was a lot of money.
Come on! Are you two just gonna keep staring at each other all day? Let's get out of this locked room!
Right.
So this is the rope ladder in question. It certainly would help you escape. The details of the case are still unclear to me.
I don't
Was
know
this
if you
found
were
in the church's
hearing our
incinerator?
assumptions so far, Britta, but we have two current theories. I know you've already seen it, or you already know what's going to happen. Current theory number one is it's the priest. It's going to have something to do with saving the city or some heightened sense of morality or whatever. Our other current theory, just because of the differences between the separate murders and cases, is all four of them are guilty.
That's right. It didn't concern me at the time.
We're still leaning towards the
Makes
priest, though.
sense now. The rope can be folded in the middle, and then the ends can be connected together.
Yep.
And that's how they made a rope ladder.
What makes you so sure it was used here?
The nail under the window showed signs of friction from a rope, and had some yellow fibers on it. A clergy member showed me the rope's burnt remains, and I noticed it was the same yellow color. And there were footprints on the ground below the window of the clock tower, facing the wall. Thinking about it now, these were clearly signs that someone climbed down the rope ladder and landed there.
Wait, wasn't the rope ladder hitched on that nail? How did they get it down from the bottom?
Because it was folded over, it wasn't originally one ladder, therefore there would have been a way to disconnect it.
The culprit could have cut it one rung at a time as they descended. By the time they reached the bottom...
Or you could do that.
It would have been one long single rope, which they could easily pull down.
Well, yeah, if you want to do it the easy way.
The window's shutters fell due to its weight and locked automatically, completing the locked room.
Yep, that's a stellar deduction. Major props. To me for training you!
The culprit used that rope ladder to escape the clock tower. What of it? That doesn't change our verdict at all. The watchmaker is the culprit.
Master, boom killed a mystery phantom blocking your path!
Yeah!
Was this the dodgy wordy thing? Yep, there it is.
These deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is. The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime. The watchmaker was also at the scene.
Oh. Okay.
And he had a hammer for the nails. In other words, he committed the crime. After committing the crime, just as you deduced, he created that locked room.
Wahaha. Rock room was created. I don't think you can refute that. I hit the wrong button. Or I hit it at the wrong time. Okay.
These deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is. The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime. The watchmaker was also at the scene. And he had a hammer for the nails. In other words, he committed the crime. After committing the crime, just as you deduced, he created that locked room and escaped via the rope ladder.
This is the truth!
Yeah, I oops. It happens a lot.
The watchmaker is afraid of heights.
Again, that's kind of a weak argument. Only because anybody can say they're afraid of heights.
He couldn't even look out the windows as he went up the tower. No way he climbed a rope ladder that high up. So it's impossible for him to have committed the crime. He's not the nail man.
Damn you!
He looks like some sort of weird disco cactus.
You said these mystery phantoms try to cover up the case, right? Which means the Peacekeeper Seth is trying to do just that.
Yep.
I don't know why, but it's clear the Peacekeepers are involved with this case.
Perhaps it is connected to Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
Oh, yeah, that was on the train. He's already
All the
been
more reason to seize the truth. Let's go.
discovered.
Right.
Jeez, who's the protagonist here?
We don't remember anymore. We don't like Fox Guy because he killed.
By the way, Yuma, about your sword. Does it only work on Qs and mystery phantoms?
He killed Poochie, and Poochie was our favorite character because her personality was fantastic. Yes, this is the megaphone guy.
The solution blade works against anything in the mystery labyrinth.
Of course, I do like Halara.
So
She's
don't cut your allies by
a
mistake,
pretty
Master.
interesting character as well right now.
You could have told me that sooner.
Can I use that sword?
That's a good question.
Ooh, so sorry. Only Master is able to use it because he made a pact with yours truly. You may be under the effects of coalescence, but you're just an extra here, Halara.
The better
So,
question is, will she
no,
remember
you
any of
can't
this
use the solution blade.
afterwards?
I was merely curious. Regardless, it's best I act as support, since I don't have any memories of what happened. Let's return to the case. Assuming the watchmaker isn't the culprit, do you have any notion of who is?
Yes.
I do.
See, I like Halara as a character, but that's only because despite the way she talks and the way she acts, pretty sure the money isn't really what's important to her so much as she uses the money to hide her feelings of wanting to help people.
Halara, during the investigation, you claimed one of the people at the church is the culprit.
Okay? Okay, yeah, I'm aware that that's even in the bio for the character Halara.
I think I understand the reason why now. That rope was found inside the incinerator, which only clergy members could access.
Right, which takes the other guy
In
out of
other
the running.
words, whoever tried to destroy the evidence is a member of the church. Prompt and logical. I am quite impressive.
Wait, you tooting your own horn?
We're not going to the other rooms yet? Okay. Do you have
I
words?
see.
Wow!
You do, but... Oh, I completely forgot. We leveled up a little bit. So we have higher memory cap. We also have 6 as points that we can use. In reasoning deathmatch sequences, remove 1 incorrect solution key. Number of selectable solution keys cannot be 1 or less. So it has to be at least 2. Got it. And Shinigami puzzle sequences, remove 2 Shinigami puzzle sequences, break 2 incorrect letters on Shinigami's barrel. Sure. Okay, so we've got 3 more that we can do. What is that? Increased stamina. Do we need more stamina? We don't really use the assist ability, so... Yeah, let's go ahead and... Alright, so now we're maxed out. Well, we're not maxed out, but that's as much as we can use. Alright, let's...
Hey! A treasure chest! Can I open it? Check it out! A new solution key!
Only clergy members have access to the incinerator. Right, which narrows it down to those 3. Again, still 99.763 whatever % sure that it's priest. Because don't think that guy would have been able to get through the... Was it a vent in one of the other ones? Not to mention, pretty sure he would not have showed us the rope for the rope ladder if it was him. And I don't know, she just seems too violent anyway, so it would be too obvious. So 99% sure it's the priest.
We're back to the original spot.
Also, kind of upset they destroyed all those
So we
dolls by
cleared the
nailing them
first
onto the
route.
walls. That was kind of rude.
We just need to keep this up and go through each shrine one by one to gather clues about the culprit, which supposedly leads to solving the real-life case. I'm starting to understand how the mystery labyrinth operates.
You learn fast. Unlike a certain master I know.
If you're so impressed, why don't you just sign a pact with Halara?
Oh, are you
Oh, that would save
sulking?
time.
You're the jealous kind, aren't you?
Some people hate dolls and find them creepy. I get that, but I like porcelain dolls. And it might be the creepiness that I like about them, but I think they're cool.
No, I'm
Not to mention, technically, most people are scared of them. Well, 1, because of the way they look, but 2, because of the theory, old methodology, or it's not a theory, it's a legend that people used to be able to trap the souls of people into the dolls. That's why they would become possessed and actually move around and do things like that. But if you actually stop and think about it, it's still just a doll, so the doll moves. Yay! How is that scary? It might be annoying if the doll keeps you up all night talking to you, but how's it scary? What can it do as a doll? The fingers don't even have any sort of articulation. They can't move. They're all just frozen in place. So, what does that accomplish? We're ranting again. Sorry.
We're short on time, aren't we? Let's move on.
Right.
I think it's just the way they look. Yeah,
Can't
no, I
wait to read the
have
culprit's soul.
heard that as well.
What do we do next?
I just personally have
You
never
can
found
choose
them
whichever you want, so why not start with the one
Scary.
you're most confident with?
creepy, maybe, but not
Let's
scary.
see.
Definitely not something you want to wake up in the middle of the night and have staring at you from across the room, but... Alright, so... Are you really using this time to admire your outfit, Yuma? Okay. Let's go for 3. We'll just do them in backwards order.
The third locked room was a murder that happened 1 month ago in the art gallery storage in Ginma district. Pictures and paint were scattered all around the spot where a woman was boom killed. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing.
Still don't understand why it's always boom kill.
Are you going to the third locked room?
Yes, I am. I mean, I guess that's just her thing, but...
Did we get stuck inside a locked room again?
This was the corpse that was discovered by that worshipper and the art gallery employee.
Right.
At the time of discovery, the door was locked and the key was nailed to a doll inside the room. Aside from the door, the only other entrance is the window, but it opens just enough to fit a finger in. The frame itself is too small for even a child to squeeze through. How did the culprit vanish from here?
See, this is one of the things that makes me think it could be all four of them. Just because each one is different. A serial killer would have very similar MO. Where did the culprit flee from? It couldn't be the window. Wasn't there like another... See, I was pretty sure...
There doesn't appear to be any place...
I guess...
Okay, that's lovely. It can't be the window. And I'm pretty sure there was a secret passage. It's gonna make me choose the window.
What if the culprit was hiding in a cardboard box?
What? Like a...
Right,
Unless... Yeah, it's not the window.
It's too small for...
So it's the door? That's the only thing left.
It looks like a scenic painting.
I guess it has...
Well, because there could have been something hidden underneath it. So it's gotta be just the door.
Here! I think the culprit could have only escaped from here, but...
Nothing's happening. Maybe you made a mistake, Master.
No, that can't be right. It's impossible for anyone to squeeze through that window. They could have only gotten out through the door.
Right. But there are two keys. So if they left one inside and took the other one with them, they could have locked the door from the
I'm sure the culprit
outside.
had the key and locked the door from the outside after committing the crime.
The culprit just used a copy of the key? Would that really be considered a locked room mystery?
Well, nobody said it actually was. They just called it
there
that.
are only 2 keys to the storage space, and the design makes them impossible to duplicate.
Impossible.
I learned that thanks to you, Halara.
Impossible only means it hasn't been done yet.
One of the keys is always carried by that one employee. It was used when the body was first discovered, right? And the only other key was nailed through a doll onto a painting. So, it is a locked room mystery! Right? Right? Oh, that's totally it.
I see. I suppose you could call it that. Hey, Yuma. Can you go check outside of that window?
Oh, just like before.
Before?
Yeah, you made me do the same thing in the real world when we were investigating this place.
And there were rope marks.
I see. Then the answer has already been confirmed. Very well. This locked room is solved.
Huh? Wait, did you already solve this mystery?
You haven't?
No, Halara's just messing with you.
How about you go and check outside the window? Then even you will see.
Oh, it unlocked. Looks like you can go outside.
All right, let's go see.
Alright, let's walk very slowly to the window.
Hey, didn't you already check this in the real world? Why do it again?
Laura told me to check it twice. There must be an important clue outside that window.
Hey! Maybe the culprit threw the key in through the window. That way, the key would be found inside.
And just happened to get lucky and it landed on the nail. Right.
Well, how about that theory?
Is this the storage key?
Which means...
Because of the culprit,
this one's a freebie!
what happened to the key?
I was right! Just toss it in there, Master!
The culprit threw the key inside? Is that really the right answer? Did the culprit throw the key in from the window?
No.
Master, hurry up and throw the key! Your footing's crumbling away! You're gonna fall!
That's the right answer?
How? Didn't the culprit throw the key in there?
No.
That's why the key was found inside, right?
Because it was attached to the nail. Culprit might have used like a stick or something to attach
No,
it.
the
but
crime scene wouldn't end up like that if we threw it in. The key was nailed to a painting. That's not possible if you just throw it into the room.
Right. That's just,
Oh, right.
unless you have like the best aim ever.
But if the culprit didn't throw it in there, how is the key left in the room?
If you can't nail the key after throwing it...
Then you throw the doll. No, that was the doll that was nailed to the painting, right? Oh, hello.
You're back.
Yep, we're back.
The key vanished.
The key is in my hand.
Master, you got the doll and nail!
I see. So you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the culprit did. Try it out. Doing so will create a new path.
Yeah, I'm gonna solve this.
Good luck, Master!
Recreate the locked room.
You gotta think like the culprit, Master!
Think about how the culprit created the locked room and follow the same steps
That
completely.
place is suspicious.
Expect items following the sequence of events. Some of the items weren't used in the crime, so be careful.
You have to recreate the culprit's locked room mystery. First, do something about that doll.
Alright. So, first thing the culprit did
All
was
right.
get the painting,
First, take the painting.
prop the painting against the wall next to the window. Yes.
Wait, it's too early for that step. There are other things you have to do before the key will be nailed to the painting at the end. But you must nail some...
No, I'm right. Nailed it all to the
The
painting.
culprit nailed the doll onto the painting.
It would have made more sense to do it my way.
Next, both were stood up at a certain location.
Uh-huh.
The painting was stood up facing the window. Now
Right.
the part with the pierced doll is right next to the window.
So they leave,
After
hang the
that-
key on the nail, and then push it all over. Pardon me, ma'am.
Then the culprit went outside. The door was locked, and they went to the other side of the storage room.
It's gotta be this giant wall here, right? Sure.
I can see the painting and doll through the window, but I can barely fit my hand through the gap.
The doll's got a nail in it, but the problem is that key in your hand, Master.
Yeah, the culprit took the key and then...
No. Think about the state the corpse was in at the time of discovery. The key wasn't just hanging on it. What's the next step?
The culprit nailed the key to the painting, along with the doll from outside the window.
Which is going to destroy my theory. Or
Finally,
add to it.
I pushed the painting into the room.
Yeah, the last part's easy.
It completes the locked room mystery. This is how the culprit did it.
And now we've got to go fight Seth again.
It took some time, but you've reached the truth behind this locked room.
Throwing the key through the window would be obvious. So to mislead us into thinking that was impossible, the key was nailed to a painting which was then pushed over.
It's one thing for an amateur, but a detective wouldn't be tricked by this.
Seriously?
Exactly.
Only amateurs would get fooled by... Wait, you mean me?
Oh, are we not fighting Seth? I mean, I guess it would get repetitive if we had to fight him every single time.
Hey, a treasure chest! Who's gonna open this one? We should let the meanest one of us open it.
So, you?
How would you decide that?
Like this.
I was right.
I'm the meanest. Let's check out this treasure.
She really does remind me of Junko.
Huh?
What's wrong?
It's empty.
Huh? Why? After all we went through to solve this locked room.
This must mean solving the third locked room mystery doesn't necessarily bring us any closer to the ultimate truth.
Right, because we didn't learn anything about the identity
That's terrible.
of
I suddenly feel
the culprit.
so tired.
She's based on Junko? Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, same styles. Doubt it's the same voice actress, but and I'm pretty sure it's not. But I haven't heard Junko talk in a long time, so I can't say that for sure. Actually, it wouldn't surprise me at all if they're connected, and this is Junko after the events of Danganronpa, and she was so evil they decided to make her a Shinigami.
We can't call it quits. We gotta keep going.
Hi, Seth. Oh, not Seth. Alright,
Right.
so that's...
Let's keep going and solve the remaining locked rooms.
If you know the voice actor... I know you don't know them off the top of your head. Who did the voice of Seth? Because his voice also sounds extremely familiar.
The second locked room mystery occurred 3 months ago in that mansion. The corpse was inside the study, and the room's key was found underneath the corpse. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing.
This one had a lot of
Are you going
interesting
to the
elements
second
to
locked
it.
room?
Which, again, makes me think that it was different killers each time. And they might have all been working together. But still, our guess
There are
was the
dolls
priest,
nailed
so
across
that's
the
what we're...
room. The victim is nailed down in the same manner. And the culprit was also missing from this room? It shares common traits with the other mailman killings.
And we're trapped again. Looks like you gotta solve the mystery of this locked room, or we...
I'll try.
Where did the
The
culprit
door was
be?
locked when the corpse was found.
Landon McDonald? Okay.
And the only key was underneath the body. There are no
I'll have to look
windows
up
that could have been
what
used
else
to escape.
he's done later.
And the vent is too small to fit through. So how did the culprit escape from here?
Oh, that's easy. Ooh, moon. Nope, it's not a mistake.
It's too small for someone to pass through here.
Yes.
Nope.
It looks like the bars are screwed shut from the inside.
You can't escape through there.
Nope, disagree. Okay. And he looks very surprised, too. So the only place I can think of right off the top of my head would be door, but that's
This has to be the spot.
too easy.
To leave the room, the culprit had to have taken this door to the hallway.
Right, and that's why there's all the scratch marks? Friction marks on the bars above the
There's
door.
something special about that.
But there's no other possibility. There isn't another entrance or exit.
But the door itself was locked and the key was found under the corpse, right?
Uh-huh. Which means that the killer placed the key under the corpse, left the room, and then locked it by using something through the bars at the top to lock the door.
After locking it from outside in the hallway, how did the culprit enter the room and put the key under the corpse?
He didn't, it was already there.
Try it.
We just said that.
Everything must be verified.
Sure.
Ooh, space. Hello.
After committing the crime, the culprit went out to the hallway with the key in hand. They then locked the door.
Wrong.
Assuming that's the only way to create this locked room, the problem is...
Wrong.
What are you going to do with that key in your hand, Master?
Wrong.
Don't tell me you still have no idea.
Hold on, let me think this over. We should go back... What? Huh?
Looks like we're locked out.
Huh?
This is bad, Master! You better hurry or you'll fall into the abyss!
What do I do?
Okay, that was
Calm
unexpected.
down. You just need to solve the mystery. Doing that will open the path. You can do it, can't you?
Yeah.
Yes, I'll try.
We have to put the key back in the locked room, right? In that case...
Because of the culprit.
That's right. The key could be slid through the gap in the vent cover above the door. And if they managed to throw the key right under the corpse from here...
But the corpse was sitting up.
It stopped. But nothing happened. The door is still closed.
If it was wrong, a trap would have activated. So we're on the right track about the key being thrown in.
But there's more to it than that. If you simply threw it in, it'd be impossible to position it under the corpse.
Correct.
I see. So this is the vital clue for this locked room. I'm beginning to understand what happened here.
Oh, Lara, have you already solved the trick to this locked room?
Yes, we did.
You haven't?
Hey, quit playing hard to get and tell us. Or just me. You can whisper it in my ear.
If you want information from me, you'll have to pay a fitting price in Xi'an. Of course, I don't work for cheap.
You really are a devil. Trying to take money from a death god, huh?
The key was definitely tossed inside. But that doesn't explain how it got under the corpse.
Because there was something holding the rope.
So, how did the culprit pull off that trick after
Which
tossing the
also
key?
explains the extra marks around the neck, as well as the damage to the top of the door.
Maybe the corpse was moved? That would explain how it was on top of the key.
And also why the nails in the legs are the only ones that were into the floor. The other nails were not. Not to mention that blood's
But
pattern
how
stayed.
do you move a body from
Bloodstain
outside
pattern.
a locked room?
That's interesting.
Aww, the way's completely blocked off.
But the only things here that can block our progress are mysteries, right?
That's true. So, we just need to solve the mystery.
Can do.
At least give me a heads up
How
first.
was the corpse moved?
It says, how was the corpse moved?
I've been trying to figure it out for a while, but...
Evidence was left at the scene.
Huh?
If you look at the evidence, you'll understand what tool the culprit used to pull this off.
Tool?
That's all the advice I'll provide. You must figure out the rest yourself if you wish to be a true detective.
Got it.
Got it? You just want the mystery solved for you, huh? I can tell, because I'm your mentor. So, I'll help you out. Are you ready? You better be.
Huh? Ready for what?
Lay it all out, Master!
Ah, the barrel. Alright. So the trick is to look at the letters that are circling the barrel and
Let's work together as a team!
oh, throw the bridge.
Wrong!
It's not a rope?
Great! Nice!
Is there a way to make the barrel rotate faster?
Go, go, go! Go, go, go! Go, go, go! Great!
Well, if it wasn't one, it had to be the other. But that definitely explains the additional marks around the neck. And then they cut the string, and that's how the body
right.
fell back
There
on
was
top of the key.
evidence of a thin string being used at the scene of the crime. A sturdy and thin string like a fishing
In other
line
words,
must have been used to move the body.
the murderer had way too much time to set all this stuff up, with nobody coming around to investigate. Hi, Seth.
Think a tiny string could move a whole corpse.
There he is again! That rude and gloomy guy!
That deduction is wrong. You're wrong.
What could be wrong about it?
Wouldn't be the first time.
You sounded really confident just now.
Listen. The nails in that corpse's leg pierced through his body, and enter the floor.
We already answered that. The ones in the torso did not.
Which means the corpse was fixed in place. So how could the corpse be moved?
Oh, true. If the corpse was stuck in place, it'd be impossible to move it.
Indeed. It would be impossible.
Laura, you think so too? So I was wrong the whole time?
No, Laura simply meant that it would be impossible under the right circumstances. Ooh. Wait, is this another floaty one?
The door!
The truth is slipping further away!
No, it's not. We already got it.
Of course it is, because your deduction is wrong. You people will never reach the truth. This is the end.
Master, let's take him down first!
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, Seth, let's do this.
Your deduction is wrong. Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved? The corpse was fixed in place.
It actually was.
It didn't move a millimeter. In fact, that corpse shows no sign it was ever moved.
No, wait, that has to be the right one.
Your deduction is wrong.
Ow.
Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved? The corpse was fixed in place.
What whisper? You mean Seth's
Didn't
whisper?
move a millimeter. In fact, that corpse shows no sign it was ever moved.
Eh.
That's an indisputable fact.
Right.
But
Then...
Am I using the wrong clue then? Hold on. Oh. Duh.
Is wrong. Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved? The corpse was fixed in place. It didn't move a millimeter. In fact, that corpse shows no sign it was
ever moved. Hiya. I was just using the wrong rebuttal. So, whoops.
no, there was evidence the body had been moved. The upper and lower parts of the body bled out differently. The blood from the lower body flowed naturally outwards, along the body's outline. But blood from the upper body looks like it flowed in a downward direction, toward his hips. If the corpse was motionless on its back, there wouldn't be such unusual blood stains. In other words, it's safe to assume the body's position was different from when it was discovered. What? What's this?
Yeah, this is new.
Ugh, gross! We gotta hurry and get through that door.
Unusual circumstances. It doesn't matter. As
Or
long
does
as the
it?
corpse was pinned to the floor, it couldn't be moved. You can't change the truth.
Even this didn't work? Am I just wrong about it all?
No, you just didn't
No,
finish.
you're correct. The answer you've reached using the evidence is the truth.
Laura!
You just didn't
There's
follow
no doubt
through.
a fine string was used in this case. Evidence at the crime scene indicate the corpse was moved. So all that remains is to answer, how was the pin body moved? That bizarre bloodstain holds the clue to all of this.
Because the string was placed through the eyes of the doll with no eyes.
The bloodstain? If the
Causing it to
bloodstain is
sit
the clue for how the
up.
body could be moved, even while pinned.
Master, we gotta chase after the door! It's getting further away!
Hey, wait!
I won't let you!
What position was the corpse in before it was moved? Upper body sitting up.
That's right. The corpse was sitting up at first.
Correct.
That's why only the wounds in the upper half of the body bled straight down.
What was used to sit the body upright? The string.
The string I mentioned before was thin but sturdy. It was all over the room, holding the body's upper half in place. That's the reason only the corpse's neck had marks on it.
Yep. Not true though. The door had marks as well. Why was still lying on his back at the time of discovery? The string was cut. The string wasn't cut?
The culprit then retrieved all the string that kept the corpse in place from outside the door. And with nothing to support it, the top half of the corpse fell back to the floor, just like how it was discovered.
It appears this locked room mystery will finally be solved.
Huh? When did that happen?
Maybe you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the culprit did. Master, you know the answer, right? Let's finish this.
Right.
Okay, so pretty sure the first thing...
You have to recreate the culprit's locked room mystery.
Maybe you got the order wrong. First, you need to tie the fishing line down.
Okay, so... Would it be the desk lamp? Desk lamp doesn't seem very sturdy. So then it would have to be...
Maybe you got the order first.
Grr. Okay, so maybe it is the desk lamp.
Maybe you got the first.
Okay, whatever. We're bad at this, whatever.
First, a knot was tied through a slit in the vent. After that, the fishing line was drawn away to another location. In terms of sequence, it'd probably be easier to start with things that are fixed in place.
Okay. So, from here... It would have gone to the desk lamp.
Does this location Master use?
I'm 9% sure the desk lamp is involved.
That's it! It passed through a doll's eye!
Yep.
And then the fishing line passed through the eye to somewhere else.
It would be you.
Right.
The line was then passed around a certain point on the corpse. That was...
The neck?
Here, behind the neck. The line ends here to support it. Now, it's clear that the line passed through the vent, the doll's eye, and ended beneath the neck.
Hang on. Why pull the line through the doll first? Can't you just start by pulling it from under the body?
To support the body's weight, the line needs to pass through the doll first, as it was fixed in place. Next, the fishing line.
Okay, so... to hold him up, it would have to be somewhere... It would have to be somewhere in front of the body. So it would have to go back to the vent.
To return the line to the vent. This kept the corpse's upper torso in place. The room has been completely prepared. So next...
Yeah, next, you go out.
The culprit exited through the door and locked it with the key. And then...
The culprit took
the
it
key
home,
was thrown through
obviously.
the gap in the vent. If the culprit managed to drop the key next to the corpse, the only thing left was to untie the line. The corpse, which was supported only by the line, would fall face up on top of the key. That's how the culprit created the locked room.
Hooray! You did it! That's my master!
So they didn't use a desk lamp at all? That's boring.
The bloodstains were strange. The length of the nails driven into the upper and lower body were different. The nails on the upper half didn't penetrate all the way through the body, but the nails on the lower half went all the way through and into the floor. That was how the lower half could be secured, while the upper half could still be moved around.
That sure was tricky, but you managed to solve the mystery behind it.
Let's see if there's anything in this one. Probably not, because we really didn't get any closer to discovering the identity.
Looks, speaking of, don't you think that whoever worked the hardest should get to open it? Which is me, of course.
This is probably another clue leading to the culprit. I'm not sure how we use it. Still,
No,
it must
honestly,
be used
me
for
either.
something. Hold on to it for now.
Alright, so one more, and this is going to be the guy in the club.
Let's solve the rest.
I just turned the volume up on my headset.
Right.
I mean the rest. There's one left.
The first locked room happened 6 months ago in a secret club in Kamasaki district. An old geezer was nailed to the wall in an underground casino. If you think you're up for it.
And this would be the
Going to the first lock?
first murder, so this would be the, lack of a better term, sloppiest.
Oh, did we get trapped inside a locked room again? But if the mystery isn't solved, then I won't escape this place. Trapped in a cramped room with these two. Sounds kind of fun, actually.
Right?
I have no intention of playing along with your fantasies. Yuma, hurry up and take care of this.
Yeah, okay.
You imagine being just locked in a room with detectives? Only thing you could do for all eternity is discuss logic and disprove theories.
Post-cognition allowed us to see the crime scene as it was in the past. Some things were obviously different. Those are most suspicious.
Where did the culprit flee from? So, again, it would have to be the door, but there's no other... Unless the culprit stayed and escaped when they opened the door. I'm gonna click this just to see it. Yeah.
There aren't any particular gifts.
If you want to play around, then do it after.
Alright, so let's... Didn't think so. So, then... Wait, but there were only...
Maybe there are secret paths.
Impossible.
Right.
Oh, there's the vent that I was talking about earlier that I completely forgot existed until this very moment in time.
What about the vent?
You believe the culprit escaped through the vent?
Yes, I'm sure of it. When I saw the crime scene with your post-cognition, the screws on the four corners of the vent cover were removed. Which means the culprit must have escaped from there.
Oh, hello again.
How ludicrous. You're saying the culprit escaped from the vent? That's impossible.
Again, impossible only means it hasn't been done yet.
Poking full of holes until he's a makeshift golf course.
What does that even mean? Thank you, Yuma. Timing. All right.
How ludicrous. They used the vent. That's utterly impossible. Think of where that vent is. Isn't it pretty high up? There's no way you could get there. Even if the cover was removed. There's no foothold to use to reach it.
I'll slash through this mystery.
We're taking too much damage.
Some of the nails stuck in the bottom of the vent were bent downward. The culprit used the nails driven into the wall as footing to reach the vent. The weight caused the nails to bend.
At least he didn't multiply again this time.
So you're forced to fight this way every time. Quite the test of endurance.
Yeah, no kidding.
However, solving the mystery itself was simple. The nails were used as footing to escape through the vent. Did you find that out using my post-cognition?
Yeah. Without your help, this case would have been impossible to solve.
You'll never be considered a full-fledged detective until you can handle a case like this on your own.
Sorry.
You got lectured again. Sucks to be a rookie, huh? Anyway, let's head out. We'll use the nails on the wall as footing, just like you deduced.
Right, let's hurry.
Wait. Was that it? That was the only thing we had to solve in that one?
Mystery labyrinth. Such a bizarre place. I must ask, is there no way to escape besides
Okay,
solving the
give
mysteries?
me just a second. I'll be right back. Sorry, come back.
You mean like an emergency exit? Unfortunately, I don't think that exists.
An emergency exit, huh? Well, there is one. Kinda.
There is?
But it doesn't solve anything. You'll just go right back to the mess you came from. Besides, to use the emergency exit, you'll have to pay a heavy, heavy price.
And that is?
Don't worry about it. Using it here wouldn't help anyway. So, never mind. Just concentrate on solving the mystery.
Okay.
Got it.
There it is! So,
What is this?
who's gonna open the treasure chest this time? How about, whoever looks like they'd win a character popularity poll?
Alara.
Oh, that's me! Alright! Another solution key!
Right, somebody with a slender build.
Looks like another clue leading us toward the culprit.
Someone pen.
Considering the culprit used those nails as footing, they would have to be nimble. And given the size of the vent, only someone thin could fit through it.
So the culprit must be thin. We're narrowing down the possibilities quite nicely.
Keep it up, Master! This is all thanks to my training.
Okay, so that's all four.
That's it for all the locked rooms. We make a pretty good team, don't you think so?
Well, what do we do from here? I see.
Oh.
The way forward is clear. It must be due to solving all of the locked room mysteries. Now let's go.
Right.
Again, I gotta ask, who's supposed to be the protagonist here?
Very interesting soft rock guitar there.
This place
Oh,
is creepy.
Don't be afraid to roll the dice. You must keep pursuing the truth. Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Again, the question becomes, is Halara going to remember the labyrinth at all once we get out? Ah, the four suspects.
Is this some dungeon?
What is the meaning of this? Let me out of here!
Let me out! I'll kill your ass in the name of God!
See, that's too
I
easy.
have nothing to do with the case.
I'm not the culprit! Let me go!
He's eliminated because he couldn't have gotten to the incinerator. The other guy's eliminated because he couldn't have fit through the vent. She is eliminated because I just don't think it's her. So, again, that leaves me with the priest.
Wow, they're all here.
So now we must pick out the true culprit of this case.
The true culprit.
Yuma, you solved all the locked room mysteries before you made it here. You should have all the clues and evidence you need to accuse the culprit. To be honest, when I first met you, I thought you were rather pitiful.
We accept that.
You sure are honest.
But my opinion of you has improved. These mysteries have brought you closer to becoming a true detective. Now tie up all the loose ends and prove that I am not mistaken about you. With your logic, anything is possible.
All right, I'll try.
Ooh, somebody's guilty. My heart's pounding.
Who's the culprit? Figure it out and hit him with a dramatic finger point. Okay. Make the right choice. Reveal a new truth. Who is the nail man?
I'm not the nail man.
I'm not the culprit. I'm not the nail man.
I just want to see all their reactions.
I'm not the culprit.
The culprit is you, Father.
That's two we solved before the mysteries really got going. Once we met the suspects, that's two that we've solved so far before everything. Yes, I'm smiling and grinning. I'm so proud of myself. And I'm bragging too, so sorry, but haha, I'm so happy about that.
What? That's an absolutely...
And here comes the disco cactus.
Ridiculous thing to say.
Him again? Why won't he just give up?
You're saying the priest, a man of the cloth, is the culprit? That's impossible.
Impossible is just something not done yet.
How dare you spew such nonsense?
We're actually really good at spewing nonsense.
Right! Do not make baseless accusations. The culprit has to be someone else.
No, we figured out it was you the first time we met you.
Yuma, can I leave this to you?
You're going to regardless.
It's not a baseless accusation. You're the only one who could possibly be the culprit.
Master, you're acting like a real detective. Go on and boom kill him.
Okay, everybody else at least gets somewhat hair that makes sense. Your hair just looks like a weird moldy question mark. Persons with access to the incinerator.
I'm a man of the cloth.
That much we know.
It's total blasphemy. I'm not the nail man. That's it. The first one to discover the body. The mailman is the worshiper.
Oh, that was the one I should have hit.
Yeah.
Whoops.
I'm a man of the cloth.
There was a lot of
It's total blasphemy.
past murders
I'm
and
not the nail man.
wars in the name of God. So really not as an excuse.
The mailman is the worshiper!
This is the truth! The rope ladder used in the clock tower's locked room was found in the incinerator, which only clergy can access. The worshipper may be a regular churchgoer, but he's no clergy member. So he's no longer a suspect.
Exactly.
Shut up! Shut up! Ridiculous!
Round 2. I have a feeling it's gonna be.
Church is the culprit? Even so, I am not the culprit. There are
Hold on. Pretty sure it's gonna be that one. Pretty sure it's
others
gonna be that
working
one.
for the church. Yes, there's the servant. The servant must be the nailman. The servant was able to commit crimes.
Okay.
Flash through this mystery. Climbing up to the underground casino's window with only nails for footing would require considerable agility. Judging by the size of the window, there's no way someone of his size could have committed the crime.
No, no! Absolute lies! The nun must be the culprit.
Hold on. So it's this one. Okay.
She's thin and also works at the church. The nun was absolutely able to commit the crimes.
This is the truth! In the mansion study's locked room, the culprit tossed the key behind the corpse with perfect aim. With her dominant hand injured, the nun couldn't have done that, which means she's not the culprit.
Oh, now we gotta put the book together, huh?
It's not the churchgoer, the servant, or the nun. There's only one option left. Father, it's you. You are the nailman.
Hey, say something quick. Otherwise, they'll pin me as the culprit.
Well,
You're useless.
Are they gonna merge?
I am a priest in service to God. I am not the nail man.
You really look like a nail man right now.
What god would make you this ugly?
All your proof is nothing but fantasy. You don't have a single piece of hard evidence.
Hard evidence?
But Master, you do! It's easy.
Based on the facts, the priest must be the culprit. The decisive evidence that proves it is... I don't know. What do I do? What do I do?
What?
A detective must always prioritize solving a case. Listen, a detective isn't an arbiter of justice. Unraveling a case is top priority, even with questionable methods. In short, you must get them to confess. Use everything in your arsenal, even if it requires bluffing.
Use everything?
Don't hesitate to use anything that might give you an advantage. Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction.
So you're telling us to lie. Got it.
A bluff. In other words, I should just claim I have solid evidence. But what could I use as a bluff?
That's actually a good question. Not really sure. Hold on.
Enough with your stupid fantasies! Everything you say is nothing but a fantasy!
Whoops.
You have no proof, culprit. Did you find my fingerprints? Did you find my blood? Of course there's no evidence. This is the truth.
I think in Danganronpa you could do that as well. In either, I think it was the third one,
Evidence at the clock tower's crime
where you could
scene.
lie. They called the bluffing bullet or something like that.
There were footprints left under the window in the mud. When we inspected them, we found out they perfectly match your footprints.
Impossible! I already burned those shoes in the incinerator.
You gave yourself away.
I swear, I only enacted justice in the name of God.
See, that's what I thought. He's using the religious aspect as a shield.
Looks like it worked. Good job, Yuma.
Thanks.
Kanai Ward is rotten to the core. To save it, someone had to get their hands dirty.
He was punishing the ones he called sinners.
Those slain were the evil incarnate that harmed others. That's why the people asked the nailmen to kill them. Evil must be punished. And so, I strangled them, made them suffer. All I did was slay evil.
Doesn't make it any better. Murder's murder. It doesn't matter
If someone
who you
hates
murder.
somebody bad enough, they give that name to the Nailman. And this priest went around killing those people as the Nailman.
The urban legend offered targets for murder.
A priest is supposed to be the voice of God, but he went around killing people because someone wanted them dead. What is awesome!
It's terrible. It's insane to think that he'd kill people for a reason like that.
That could be said about all murders.
True?
Insane people kill for insane reasons. Anyway, you did it, Yuma. My expectations of you weren't wrong after all.
Is it finally over? Huh, nothing's happening. But last time...
Yeah, the soul of the true culprit who created this mystery labyrinth should appear. And since it didn't, it looks like this isn't over yet.
Huh? It's not over?
There are still mysteries related to the Nailman killings within this mystery labyrinth.
But...
What?
We solved all of the locked rooms and discovered the true identity of the Nailman. Was I wrong? But the priest even confessed to it.
Calm down, Yuma. There's no need to panic. If the Nailman's identity is exposed and all mysteries are yet to be solved, then most likely someone else's agenda is involved in this string of killings.
Someone else's agenda?
Meaning the Nailman didn't work alone.
You mean there's another culprit? But...
Yuma, if you consider yourself to be a detective, you must see the truth through to the very end. No mystery concludes with a dead end. There is nothing we detectives cannot solve.
Oh, All right.
We have to review these killings from a different perspective.
So...
Out of the 4 locked rooms, if any of them were hiding a mysterious secret, it would be the room that's obviously different from the others.
Different.
Master, I get the feeling you want my help. Isn't that right?
So it's
That's
3.
Huh?
Oh, fine. I can't say no to you when you're so helpless like that. Okay, Master, lay it all out.
Huh? Where are their barrels? Do we have to go solve each of the barrels? But it's 3.
Try to solve it lickety-split. That's from it.
Woman's corpse. Window gap.
Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Yeah, hush.
Tick-tock, tick-tock.
I'm trying to discover words.
You're wrong.
Yeah. Got it, okay. No, I don't. But we're gonna pretend we do.
Twirling, twirling, twirling.
Why would you put the E and the A on opposite? I would love to figure out how to make the barrel go faster. Can you make the barrel go faster? Hurry up! Jeez. The cause of death wasn't strangulation, it was the wound to the back of the head.
A new path's opened up. It seems to be a hidden passage. If so, then the truth should be somewhere down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would I had like 3 seconds left?
I see. So the cause of death for the victim at the art gallery storage is the only one that's different.
Correct.
Right. The victims in the other locked rooms were all strangled to death. All had strangulation marks and scratches, defensive wounds. The victim in the third locked room had strangulation marks, but no signs of resisting.
Which means they were already dead when they were strangled.
There's also evidence of blunt trauma to the head, which can be considered the fatal blow.
The marks could have been made after the victim died,
Uh-huh.
so as to appear as if strangulation was the cause of death. The real cause of death is blunt force trauma.
Basically, yeah. Is that Jack Skellington in those little doors?
Here's another obstacle, but it's likely to be an insignificant one. Yuma, let's solve this mystery and move on.
Right.
Right. Why was the cause of death made to look like strangulation?
Right here! The strangulation was faked to imply this crime had the same perpetrator as the other 3 incidents. By making the crime scene as similar as possible, it appeared like the nailman was responsible for an unrelated murder. Which means this was a copycat crime.
I agree.
But was it the clergyman? Why is the sun there?
Among the string of nailman killings, there could be some that were done by copycat criminals.
That has to be why the mystery labyrinth still remains, even after discovering the nailman's identity. So who is the copycat criminal?
Indeed, we need to uncover this imposter's identity.
All right.
But what do we know about the woman who died in the museum? Why is the
You're
kid there?
accusing me of being the copycat criminal? What the hell? I'll kill your ass!
90% want to click that button and blame the kid just to see what happens. But
No. I told you already. I have nothing to do with this.
and I told you, I don't believe you.
You are the copycat criminal.
Huh? Me? What are you talking about?
You know way too much about how the killer works. You know way too much about how to make it look like an exact replica of the Nailman killing. You're the only one with that kind of knowledge. Therefore, you have to be the copycat killer.
I told you all about the Nailman, and even cooperated with your investigation.
Uh-huh, because you would, it's an ego thing. Right? I couldn't figure out why they put the kid there. The only other thing I could think is they wanted to put the, his dad there, but since we don't know what his dad looks like, they just threw the kid in. Yeah, to throw you off, to make you say, wait, if the kid's suddenly there, it has to be him. Why else would they just suddenly add a new element here?
And now
Or
you
for
think
just
I'm a murderer?
comedy.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Crazy. Your investigation isn't worth shit. I'll crush you to dust, you filth!
It is funny. Plus, the only reason you told us about the Nailman killings is because you wanted us to find a priest, so then you could go on and become the Nailman. You wanted to become a legend. And in doing so, you get to die.
Why accuse me of being the culprit?
That's a good question.
I was just first on the scene. Why do you think...
Okay, let's see what we got. Okay. So it's gotta be that one.
I'm a copycat criminal? It could have all been the Nailman. The cause of death was just different each time, yeah? Even if there was a copycat criminal, why is it me? Herman could be the copycat.
Wow!
That could be the copycat. Anyone could have done it.
Wait, that wasn't the right one?
Why accuse me of being the culprit? I was just first on the scene. Why do you think I'm a copycat criminal?
Honestly, it's just because we don't like you at this point.
The cause of death was just different each time, yeah?
Oh, wait.
But
Yeah, I realized what I did. Hold on. Non-public
Why accuse me
information.
of being the culprit? I was just first on the scene. Why do you think I'm a copycat criminal? It could have all been the nailman. The cause of death was just different each time, yeah?
Wait, huh?
I knew it.
say,
Why would they do that?
In that case,
Why accuse me of being the culprit? I was just first on the scene.
Okay, hold on.
Why
I'm
accuse me of
actually
being the
confused
culprit?
right now.
I was just first on the scene.
Let's go all the way to the end
Think I'm a copycat
and see what
criminal?
all he says.
It could have all been the nailman. The cause of death was just different each time, yeah? Even if there was a copycat criminal, why is it me?
Because, again, don't really like you.
The copycat? Then that could be the copycat. Anyone could have done it.
say.
except
Okay. So, non-public information.
Why accuse me of being the culprit?
La la la.
I was just first on the scene. Why do you think I'm a copycat criminal? It could have all been the nailman. The cause of death was just different each time, yeah? Even if there was a copycat criminal, why is it me? Survey could be the copycat. The nut could be the copycat. Anyone could have done it.
I'll slash through this mystery.
That took way too long.
The cause of death in the art gallery was blunt force trauma, faked as a strangling to resemble the nailman's MO. But the murders all being strangulations wasn't made public right away. The only ones who knew that were those who actually set foot on the crime scenes. That includes the mailman himself, the peacekeepers, and the first eyewitnesses on the scene. Which means you! You could have committed the murder in the art gallery.
Me or the guy? Because both are accurate. Copycat. Oh. You're running away?
After him! Beat some sense into that sensitive, nonsensical phantom!
The what?
Sensible, nonsensical.
For the first on the scene to also be the culprit is rather cliche.
It really
It was always
is.
suspicious, but because the real
I'm not
mailman was
weird.
someone else, I didn't connect the dots.
In which way am I not
He
weird?
was fascinated by the mailman, And by studying him, he eventually knew more about him than anyone else. Ultimately, he became the Nailman.
It's ironic that he exposed his own crime by knowing too much about the other ones.
Master, the truth is right there! My radar is banging like crazy!
Banging?
Oops. When do we have to do the book? Oh, that's right. I forgot we have to do this.
I won't let you. You have the truth.
That's me reading it in a good way. I was saying it in a bad way, referring to Cuphead. No, I understand what you mean. I'm just teasing you. I forgot we have to go storm the castle.
Looks like we've arrived at the final stage.
If we make him submit, we'll completely solve the mystery labyrinth!
Yep, time to go people bowling.
Master, don't let your guard down!
Yeah.
Now, Shinigami gets to... Yes. Was it Giant Man? Have to remember which buttons do which what. I think you kick the ball, you ram the walls,
Let's do this, Master!
alright. Kick, tackle, jump. Tackle.
Damn you! Stop it!
Jump.
Shut up!
Kick. Forgot which buttons do what.
Stop with your lies! Everything was done by the Nailman! I'm not the culprit! How dare you accuse me when you have no proof? You didn't even check the crime scenes back then!
Destroy the wall with a... Person.
You're wrong! Huh? Come on! Thanks to Halar's forte, we were able to see what each crime scene looked like at that time.
Yeah, it kind of made me think of a...
My power allows me to see the moment
What's the name of the
first
game?
witness saw the crime scene.
What's the name of the game? Where you're racing bowling balls down a
Not
big
the
hill
culprit,
through traps
not
and
the
people?
victim, but how it appeared when a third party first entered.
We used post-cognition to gather all the evidence.
Time to countdown!
Wrong! Shut up! Stop it!
No!
Get away from me!
No! No!
Why you? Get away from
How
me!
many walls do you have?
Get away! Who cares if you use post-cognition? You only saw what I saw as the first person on scene. No clue will help lead you to the culprit.
And...
You're never gonna find the culprit.
where'd he get?
What you saw is only what I saw the moment the corpse was discovered.
Huh. So it's either non-public information or paint on the floor. Go with paint on the floor.
Halara's post-cognition showed us that the paint can at the gallery storage entrance had been knocked over. And according to the art gallery staff member's testimony, that was your doing. You went into the crime scene first, and the art gallery employee behind you noticed you knocking over the paint can. But Halara's post-cognition only shows the scene when the corpse is first discovered. So if you were the first person to find the body, the scene before the paint can fell over would have been recreated. But it wasn't. The paint can had already been knocked over when the corpse was discovered. That means the first person to find the corpse was the art gallery's staff member, not you. The reason you didn't count as the first person to find it is because you're the culprit.
Ah, that's actually pretty smart. I didn't even think about that. Didn't know the rule about the culprit not being able to be the first person to discover. It makes sense. Why would the killer be able to be the first person to witness? Alright, now we gotta do the book. Do we have to do all 4 locked rooms? It's gonna be a long book. Okay. Oops. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Urban legend. Yada 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 yada. Okay. Victim of the first incident. Culprit. Complete. Looks upward. Oh. Culprit escapes through the vent, climbs up the vent, victim of the second incident, begin creating the locker room's tricks. Where did the Isle of Souls? What? Oh, what did the culprit say? Not where. Whoops. What did the culprit pass the line through? That's the Isle of Souls. Okay. Yada 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 yada. Okay, now we're at the copycat killer. Painting is knocked over. Art gallery. What was nailed to the doll? What did the culprit use to escape? The incinerator. Absolutely. You climb into a good incinerator, they're definitely not going to find you. What did the culprit use to destroy the evidence? Incinerator. Okay. Who is the nail man? The priest. Who is the copycat? The worshipper. And now we gotta listen to him tell the whole story. Alright.
Step right up, step right up! A series of locked room murders based on an urban legend. Will we discover the true identity of the Nail Man? Truth bombs are about to be dropped. Time for the deduction denouement.
To solve the mystery of this string of events, we have to know who the Nail Man is first.
He looks like Moon Knight.
The Nail Man is an urban legend of Conai Ward. You write down the name of someone you want dead, and drive a nail through it and a doll to a tree behind the church. And the Nail Man will kill that person for you with a countless number of nails.
A string of murders exactly like that urban legend began half a year ago.
Well, I wasn't gonna stop the labyrinth all the way halfway through.
All of the crime scenes featured a corpse and dolls nailed down within a locked room. The first murder happened 6 months ago at a secret club in Kamasaki district.
I had to keep it going.
The victim was none other than the geezer who owned the place, and the cause of death was strangulation. I heard the buy-in to place a bet was pretty steep, and cheating was rampant, so it was obviously a scummy place.
The key to the door was inside.
No, I know. I knew today would be a little longer. I just wanted to make sure I got... That's why I stopped where I did yesterday. I just wanted to make sure I had the entire labyrinth on one screen.
The outside looked too high for escape to be possible.
The culprit used the nails driven into the wall as footholds to climb. The proof? Why, the nails that were bent downward.
Concerned. Oh, I'm always tired.
So it could easily be removed and used as an escape route.
One of the benefits of being me.
The second murder happened 3 months ago. It was at a mansion near Ginma district.
The victim was some real estate agent who lived there, and the cause of death was again strangulation. He made a lot of money through shady real estate deals, so of course someone would be out to get him.
Especially around this time of year.
The crime scene was the only possible entrance.
Wears out faster.
But the key to that door was underneath the nailed-down victim. After the culprit escaped, some sort of trick was used to get the key back into the room.
A fishing line passed from the vent through the eye socket of the doll and propped up the upper body of the corpse. All that was left was to exit the room, lock it, throw the key in from the vent, and boom! You
yes?
got yourself a locked room mystery.
The key was tossed under the victim from the vent, and once the fishing line was retrieved,
I'm pretty sure I have all the extra
the
chapters.
crime scene.
We're just not even looking at them until we complete the game.
The upper body didn't pierce through completely, so it wasn't nailed down at all.
The third murder happened 1 month ago in an art gallery storage room in Ginma district.
The skank's cause of death was blunt force trauma. she was a pretty lady who let her looks get to her head, and she got boom killed.
The key to the storage room was nailed to a painting through a doll. Another trick was used to get the key back inside the room here.
Yeah. Well, to me, it's like DLC. I have to go through the main game before we do anything extra.
It was propped up against the window, and then the culprit left the room. They nailed the key to the painting through the window, knocked it over, and bam! All done!
Those are the truths behind the past 3 cases. And now, there's been another murder at the clock tower in Kanai Ward.
The woman's cause of death was strangulation. Since you told that kid you'd take care of it, we gotta solve this case.
We did.
The clock tower crime scene is rather high up on the 3rd floor.
Only question is,
The door was locked from the
we don't know who
inside.
this
The
person
window
is.
shutters were also
The
locked.
first one was a criminal running a gambling thing. The second one was a shady real estate agent. The third one, not quite on the same level, but it was a copycat, so probably didn't understand the mentality behind it, was just some lady who thought she was better than everybody else. But this one, we never learned the reason.
But there was rainwater under the window, and the nails in 2 of the dolls had rub marks.
In other words, the culprit must have hung a rope ladder from the dolls to escape out the window. With my logic, anything is possible.
Why are you imitating Halara? Anyway. The killer cut their footing on the way down from the window. That way, they could just pull on one side of the rope to retrieve the whole thing.
The shutters come down under their own weight, so they locked once the rope was collected. I'm surprised you noticed the auto-locking feature. You sure love your shutters, Master.
The rope ladder was collected, then burned in the church incinerator, which only clergy have access to.
That's how we know the nailman must be someone from the clergy.
But one question arose from this. The nailman killings share one more characteristic. All the victims were murdered by strangulation. This piece of information wasn't publicized.
The cause of death in the Earthbound murder was blunt force trauma. The strangulation marks were added later.
Which means that it was someone mimicking the nailman. But I already know the identity of the copycat killer. First, the nailman must be someone thin enough to pass through the vent.
Someone with the skills to throw the key with precision.
And a clergy member with access to the incinerator.
The priest! You're the nailman!
Wait. So if we killed the priest, doesn't that mean the nun's in charge of the church now?
Strangled to death.
Because he was the first witness in each case, the person capable of replicating the mailman's crimes is...
The worshipper! You're the copycat criminal!
This is the truth of the case!
What's that?
Oh, that's their souls.
It's the truth. The soul of the true culprit who built this mystery labyrinth.
I see. It looks otherworldly, but there's an ominous air around it.
Oh, that's because they're about to die.
Thank you, Halara. I was only able to make it this far thanks to you.
I only kept my part of the deal. You made the right choice hiring me. But I will say one thing. You've taken another step toward being a detective. That much is certain. I, Halara Nightmare, acknowledge you.
Really, Halara? You do?
All right, all eyes on Shinigami.
What's about to happen?
They're going to die.
Oh, isn't it obvious? It's the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to boom kill the bad guy. Surging bloodlust. Overflowing despair.
See, that's the only thing about this.
The brilliant soul of Shinigami shall expunge this cursed case.
And I guess we'll see in a second, but it...
To the vile mystery labyrinth.
In Danganronpa, each killer had their own personal punishment. But in this one, this seems to be the only way that they all... die. And now the labyrinth collapses in on itself. Or, you know, explodes in a nuclear explosion.
Father?
Are you alright?
What's going on? What happened to those two?
I forgot you were here, Seth.
They're dead.
Dead? What?
What is this?
So Halara doesn't
Sure
remember.
worked hard today. Feels so good to boom kill the murderer.
The mystery labyrinth crumbles when you reap the soul of the true culprit. Then, the cause of the mystery labyrinth's creation pays the price by vanishing with it. I knew this would happen, but it still hurts to see someone die before my eyes.
But think of all the people they
It's like
killed.
I killed them myself. No, I did kill them. I killed them with the ruthless blade of the truth.
That statement hurts my head.
There. Humans boom kill cows and pigs all the time and eat them. You don't feel bad about that, right? These were the souls of deranged murderers. At least you didn't eat them. If you look at it that way, there's nothing to feel bad about at all.
Yeah, that's one way to think of it.
It's not so simple when it comes to people dying.
Why?
You people do this? Did you kill them with some kind of poison?
Hey, hold on. I have no idea what's going on here. Too much is happening all at once.
We shall talk at headquarters. Follow me there immediately.
Is it just me, or are things more complicated now than before entering the mystery labyrinth?
Oh, you want help? Are you going to rely on me again? Oh, fine. I can't say no when you ask for help.
Everyone!
Ah! He came back to life!
I knew that was gonna happen.
Sorry about that! You see, I'm actually the name.
What?
These are my final words, so I can't lie. I'm the Nailman. The worshiper laying there is just a copycat criminal. Search the church for the tools used in each crime. I'm sure you'll find plenty of evidence. If you think I'm lying, go ahead and check it out.
I didn't know you could do that.
Did that help or complicate things?
But that was a super lazy confession. Will it work?
Honestly, I'm pretty sure that the Peacekeepers don't care about the confession. As long as there is a confession and they get their murderer.
That should do it. We even have witnesses, so this case is closed.
The priest mumbled something, but I couldn't quite hear him.
Really?
Anyway, everyone here will be taken to Amaterasu Corporation at once.
What?
It wasn't effective at all.
He's so stubborn. This is why I hate authority.
Yeah, Seth, I mean, not only is he super quiet, apparently he can't hear either.
What do we do?
Wait, I hear something.
Is that a motorcycle?
Huh? What now?
A motorbike. Something is heading this way at an alarming speed.
It can't be.
Is it the Dullahan?
Where is that coming from?
No. What are you doing here?
What?
Who are you?
What is...
You
This?
dare speak so
No.
carelessly? Who do you think I am?
Another victim?
Defends peace and order upon Ward. Director of the Amaterasu Peacekeepers. The Honorable Yomi Hellsmile.
Should we prepare for trouble?
The Peacekeeper's director?
His hair's not long enough, but yeah, it does really look like Kenshin Himura.
So he is the head of the Peacekeepers.
Now you know, small fry. Bow down.
You know, except for the wicked smile. Same voice actor as the dub of Kenshin in the new anime. Oh, okay. Yomi Hell Smile. His eyes are squares.
What are you doing here?
No need to be alarmed. Benevolent Director Yomi is here to help. Oh, excuse me for the late introduction. I am Vice Director of the Peacekeepers, Martina Electro.
It's like two VAs. Confused. We're gonna look it up. Okay. Okay, we just beat Seth, so assuming, considering
She's
there's
my
three
beloved right hand.
other
No
detectives,
one else gets to have her.
technically 4 if you count the chief, there's going to be at least 4 or 5 more chapters. He is voiced by Howard Wang. I don't know who that is.
Master, be careful. This Yomi guy is dangerous.
Huh?
I've never seen anyone with such a dangerous aura before.
He's that bad?
So, what brings you here?
Oh, right. I was so focused on my beloved right hand that I completely forgot.
As mentioned earlier,
This is
Director
weird
Yomi
phrasing.
is here to help. I hear you've been troubled by Seth's unreasonable treatment. Is that right?
Huh?
Same view. Okay, cool.
Director Yomi, what is going on here? Why am I...
We have discovered you've been receiving sizable kickbacks for facilitating donations meant for the church.
Huh? Huh?
We now know why you were so desperate to clean up all the Nailman killings.
Like in better screen.
After all,
I haven't
it would
seen
be
any of the new
troublesome to lose access to all that money if the priest was arrested as the Nailman.
Wait, please. Director Yomi, I did this under your orders.
Oh, Seth is probably about to be murdered.
Did you say something? Because I didn't hear a thing.
I only did this because you ordered me to.
Seth, you make me sad. I'm the hero and defender of peace in this city. My peacekeepers are proud soldiers of that mission. And yet, you let yourself be corrupted. How could you? Seth, for the sake of the peacekeepers and the peace of Kanai Ward, die.
Yep.
Taking advantage of your position as a peacekeeper executive is a serious crime. The punishment must be severe.
But...
Yeah, I'm annoyed my own underling would betray me like this.
Almost feel bad for him.
I'm so annoyed.
Not completely,
I'd go
but
insane if I didn't toy around with my beloved right hand.
you need to stop.
It's an honor.
He's terrible.
You
Like a lizard
really
cutting off its
need to
own
stop.
tail to survive.
You feel bad for stuff. Yeah, I kind of feel bad for him, but
Charge of the peacekeepers?
at the same time, he kind of deserves
Look
it.
him in the eyes. Don't talk to him either. If possible, don't even breathe the same air as him. Though it's probably too late for that.
Well then.
He just seems to be... Yeah, it's somebody who was bullied his entire life, who doesn't know how to handle things, but so he takes it out
To
on
our
everybody else.
ship-brains friends playing detective. Looks like I have to give you a warning. Know your place in my city and stay there. Follow the rules and don't disturb our peace. Or I'll need you to die!
In this city, Director Yomi is both the law and the peacekeepers itself. Defying us means you defy law and order. You will receive fitting treatment for such behavior.
Before, you were insignificant specks of dust. But now that you've banded together, you've become an eyesore. Detectives, my ass. Shits.
Wow. That's not very nice.
Let's go, my beloved right hand.
Yes, Director Yomi.
That was just weird.
Looks like we've been targeted by someone dangerous.
Yeah, thanks to you. One wrong move and it would have been all over. You got that?
I'm sorry, but...
No buts. None. How did this happen anyway?
Laura, help me out. Please explain what happened. You said you acknowledged me as a detective, didn't you?
What? When did I say that?
Yep, no memory.
Huh?
It's such a shame, Master. Everything that happens in the Mystery Labyrinth gets forgotten.
You hate Yomi?
What?
So far, he's just shown up and been like a butthead, but he hasn't really done anything
Halara's
too
memory
bad.
must have been
But
wiped after entering and leaving the labyrinth. Nothing inside the Mystery Labyrinth can be taken into the real world. Not even memories. Unless you have a contract with yours truly, that is.
But I thought Halara and I had finally reached an understanding.
Memories from up until you enter the Mystery Labyrinth are retained, like the debt you owe for your assignment.
That's awful!
Yeah, he's designed to be hated.
Hey, Yuma, are you listening? You better make sure this doesn't happen again.
By the way, Chief, our submarine office is tipping over. Are you sure the Peacekeepers didn't mess with it?
What? Seriously? I have to go back and repair it. Yuma, help me out. Follow me.
Do I get to save now?
Yuma, it was supposed to be time for your solution, but we've ended up in a mess.
Huh? Yeah.
Before they could be accused, the true culprit suddenly died. It's my first time dealing with such a thing. Still, I do remember this. You did your absolute best to try and solve the case.
Huh?
You
Well,
should be proud.
We did solve it, even if you don't remember.
Look, the Chief is calling for you. You should go.
Right. Thank you.
Just because you don't remember what you don't remember doesn't mean you don't remember what you forgot.
Are you serious? A Peacekeeper executive was taking bribes from the church?
If Director Yomi said so, it would be considered the truth, even if it isn't.
What about the priest being the nailman?
It's going to be publicly announced as the truth. It appears the priest's strong desire to save others turned him into the nailman. He saw people wishing for revenge as they hammered those nails in the forest, and decided he needed to save them. That was the motive, though it could all be a story made up by the Peacekeepers.
So, what about the kitty cat criminal?
You mean the copycat?
That one was already publicized as well. They say the copycat did it out of admiration for the real nailman.
And in the end, he felt so much guilt that he poisoned himself? And none of this really makes any sense.
It doesn't matter.
It sure didn't look like death by poison to me.
It's me! I did it along with that detective kneeling in penitence over there.
It would make more sense to assume Yomi killed them somehow. Especially when you consider the timing. He'd do it without batting an eye.
Yomi Hellsmile, the director of the Peacekeepers, the leader of our enemy.
I heard
Oops.
you rode in on a dragon.
No, it was a motorcycle.
I'm okay.
From what I've investigated, the Peacekeepers' influence is gaining ground at Amaterasu Corporation. There's some sort of power struggle
We're
going
just
on.
waiting for the save.
Seems like they're getting their way internally. I hear that their boss, Yomi, is extraordinarily dangerous.
Extraordinary. So he is very normal? How scary.
It's only a matter of time until the Peacekeepers gain complete control of the corporation.
Really not sure what to think of that one.
When that happens, they might outright attack the World Detective Organization.
Perhaps the WDO made its move because they saw the warning signs. If that's the case, it could have something to do with Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
Oh yeah, what's the deal with Kanai Ward's ultimate secret? We still know nothing about it, huh?
It doesn't seem to have anything to do with the Nailman incident. I wonder what it could be. Sheesh, so much to deal with. This sounds exhausting.
Didn't I tell you that from the start?
We have to obey directives from number one, no matter how difficult they are.
Well, we got some very talented master detectives gathered here. I'm sure it'll be fine. So much... No, everything changes from now on. Yuma, you can take a seat now.
My legs feel numb.
Don't stick your neck out recklessly from now on, for everyone's sake. Got it?
Got it.
Got it.
You worked super hard. I'm so stressed I could die.
Again.
Oh wait, but I can't die.
Do we have a visitor? That's rare. Yuma, can you go get it?
Sure.
It's just the other person that came off the train? Oh. Let's see. Nothing new there. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Update. Dead. Update. Dead. Alright, so before we go into the door, we are actually going to end it here. Because we are. Let's save. Okay, so we saved. We will be back tomorrow to find out if there's any more mysteries for us to solve. Obviously, there will be. But thank you for being here. Something, I forgot what words are. Anyway, stay safe. Have a great rest of your day. We will see you tomorrow, even though it's after midnight, which technically makes it later today, but we'll still call it tomorrow because it is. The rule is if you haven't gone to bed yet, the day is not over. Good night.